The colony ship Aurora drifted through the vast emptiness of space for nearly 200 years before reaching the distant world of Vega Prime. A small crew of 20 humans had maintained the ship during its long journey while thousands slept. In cryostasis, Samantha Lee, Chief Security Officer, was among the first to be awakened when the ship detected an anomaly on the planet's surface. The aliens called themselves the Kreks, tall, elegant beings with iridescent skin that shimmered under the light of twin moons. They welcomed the humans with what appeared to be genuine hospitality, offering them land resources and knowledge. Exchange programs were established, and Samantha found herself assigned as protection for a human scientific team. Studying Kreks biology, Lily Martinez, a brilliant xenobiologist, became fascinated with Kreks' physical capabilities. Their bodies seemed fragile, almost delicate compared to humans, but they possessed remarkable healing abilities and could survive in environments that would kill a human instantly. Lily spent countless hours documenting these differences, while Samantha kept watch, always alert, despite the peaceful relations. 6 months after first contact, Samantha noticed subtle changes in Kreks' behavior. Their hosts became secretive, meetings were postponed, communications grew sparse. When Lily accessed restricted Kreks' historical archives, she discovered the disturbing truth. The Kreks were not the only intelligent species on Vega Prime. Another race known as the Mordax shared the planet, living in the dense jungles of the southern continent. The archives revealed a brutal history. Mordax were classified as predators, dangerous beasts to be contained or eliminated, but Lily found evidence suggesting they were sentient beings systematically hunted to near extinction by the Kreks. When Samantha and Lily brought this information to the human colony leadership, the Kreks representatives denied everything, claiming the records were misinterpreted. But that night, the research facility was locked down by Kreks guards. The truth became clear. Humans were now considered a threat. Samantha managed to escape with Lily and 3 other scientists, Beth Morgan, Olivia Kim, and Claire Davis. They fled into the wilderness, heading toward the southern jungles, hoping to find the Mordax and learn the full truth about Vega Prime. Their journey was treacherous. Vega Prime might look Earth-like, but its ecosystem was alien and deadly. Giant carnivorous plants, patrolled by swarms of flying parasites, dominated the landscape. Lily kept detailed records of everything they encountered, while Samantha led them through the dangers, using her military training to keep them alive. After weeks of travel, they reached Mordax territory. The aliens were nothing like what Kreks records described. Standing over 7 feet tall with muscular bodies covered in short, dark fur, the Mordax moved with predatory grace. Their faces featured multiple eyes and mandibles that clicked when they spoke. But despite their fearsome appearance, they welcomed the humans, offering shelter and food. Through a combination of gestures, crude drawings, and the translation software Lily had developed, they learned the truth. The Mordax and Kreks had once shared the planet peacefully until the Kreks discovered advanced technology. They decided the Mordax were too primitive to share their world and began a campaign of extermination. Nearly 90% of Mordax were killed before. The survivors retreated to the harshest environments where the Kreks refused to follow. Tamara Wilson, the expedition pilot, suggested a bold plan. The humans would help the Mordax retake their rightful place on Vega Prime. In exchange, the Mordax would help rescue the remaining humans from Kreks' control. The plan was risky, but with Kreks forces already hunting them, they had few options. The Mordax revealed their greatest secret, a natural ability to communicate with the megafauna of Vega Prime. Using this connection, they summoned massive beasts to help transport the humans back to Kreks territory. Moving faster than would have been possible on foot, they approached the main Kreks city, where the human colony had been established. Scouts reported that humans were being held in containment facilities, Kreks scientists performing experiments to understand human physiology. The Kreks had discovered something that terrified them. Humans were physically stronger than they appeared. Despite their seemingly fragile bodies compared to the Mordax, humans possessed extraordinary endurance and resilience, qualities the Kreks had never encountered. Samantha devised an infiltration plan. With Mordak's assistance, she and Lily would enter the city through underground tunnels while Beth, Olivia, Claire, and Tamra created a distraction at the main gates. The Mordaks would coordinate an attack from multiple directions, forcing the Kreks to divide their forces. The plan worked initially. The distraction drew most Krek security away from the containment facilities, allowing Samantha and Lily to free several captured humans. But as they attempted to escape, a Krek's patrol discovered them. In the confined space of the corridor, Samantha ordered the others to run, while she held off their pursuers, backed into a corner. Samantha faced 3 Krek's warriors armed with energy weapons. The lead Kreks advanced confidently, assuming the human would surrender. When it came within striking distance, Samantha exploded into action, moving with speed that surprised even herself. She disarmed the first warrior and used its own weapon against the second. The third Kreks released a genetically engineered predator from a containment unit, a massive 6-limbed beast with razor claws and multiple rows of teeth. The creature roared, revealing a maw that could swallow Samantha whole. She stood her ground, measuring the threat, calculating odds. Seeing fear in her eyes, the Krek's warrior smiled, thinking victory assured. In that moment, Samantha remembered Earth, her training, the generations of humans who had survived against all odds on a planet that tried to kill them daily. Evolution had made humans the ultimate survivors. As the creature lunged, Samantha ducked under its attack, grabbing 2 of its limbs. She planted her feet, and with a primal scream, summoned strength born from adrenaline and desperation. The alien predator roared again, but the sound was cut short as Samantha tore the creature apart with her bare hands. The Krek's warrior watched in horror as this seemingly fragile being ripped its ultimate weapon in half. The display of raw human strength spread through Krek's communication channels, creating panic among their forces. Morbidly fascinated, Krek scientists watched security footage of the event, unable to believe what they witnessed. A single human female had destroyed their most fearsome biological weapon, without technology, without assistance. Reinforced by the freed humans and supported by Mordak's forces, Samantha led an assault on the Krek's command center. Within hours, the city fell. The remaining Krek surrendered, requesting mercy, a concept they were only now beginning to understand. In the aftermath, humans, Mordaks and Kreks established a fragile peace. The humans demonstrated that despite their physical capabilities, they valued cooperation over dominance, a concept alien to Krek's philosophy. Lily proposed a theory that human evolution on Earth, a planet of constant change and challenge, had created beings of extraordinary adaptability and resilience. When humans spoke of peace, it was not from weakness but from wisdom. Samantha became a legend among both species, the human who destroyed the indestructible, a living reminder that appearances can be deceiving. When the next colony ship arrived 10 years later, they found not a human outpost but a thriving 3-way civilization built on mutual respect and understanding. Humans had once again proven their greatest strength was not in domination, but in bringing diverse beings together, creating something greater than the sum of its parts. As the years passed, the alliance between humans, Mordaks, and Kreks grew stronger. Samantha established a training program teaching both species human combat techniques while learning their unique abilities in return. Many Kreks were shocked by how physically demanding human training methods were, while the Mordaks admired human creativity and adaptability. Lily continued her research with full cooperation from both alien species. She discovered that humans possessed something neither species had: genetic diversity. Generations of evolution on Earth had created a species with remarkable variation. Krek society had valued genetic purity, leading to limited adaptability, while Mordaks had specialized for specific environmental niches. Humans bridged these extremes, offering new possibilities through genetic science. Beth Morgan established the first interspecies medical facility combining knowledge from all 3 worlds. Treatments that had been impossible for any single species became reality through collaboration. Krek's healing technology merged with human surgical techniques and Mordak's herbal knowledge, creating medical breakthroughs that saved countless lives. Olivia Kim became the diplomat connecting the 3 species. She learned both Krek's and Mordak's languages fluently and established a new form of government on Vega Prime. one that respected the unique needs and abilities of all three peoples. Her patient diplomacy prevented conflicts and built lasting trust. They reached the central environmental control system but were discovered by Vrexen guards. A fierce battle erupted. The Vrexen were individually stronger than any team member but had never faced such diverse opponents. Samantha fought with everything she had learned over 2 decades, while Krex and Mordak's allies used their unique abilities to support her, creating openings she could exploit. The Vrexen commander himself entered the battle, a massive being nearly twice Samantha's size. He laughed at the human female standing before him, unaware of her reputation among the peoples of Vega Prime. He attacked with overwhelming force. Expecting quick victory, Samantha weathered the assault, taking blows that would kill a normal human. She waited for her moment, remembering her first battle with the Krex predator all those years ago. When the Vrexen commander overextended himself, she struck with precision, targeting weaknesses Lily had identified. The battle was brutal, both combatants pushing beyond normal limits. With a final desperate effort, Samantha broke through the commander's defenses and activated the compound delivery system. As the specialized toxin filled the ship's air circulation, the Vrexen forces began to weaken their superior respiratory systems, now a fatal weakness. The commander fell to his knees, unable to comprehend how a supposedly inferior being had defeated him. Samantha stood over the fallen commander, not with triumph, but with respect. She offered terms of surrender, promising medical treatment in exchange for peace. The Vrexen had never encountered mercy before, thinking it weakness. But as Samantha helped the commander to his feet, supporting his massive weight, he began to understand the true strength of the Vega Prime Alliance. In the years that followed, the Vrexen joined the alliance, bringing their worlds into the growing Federation. Samantha lived to see human colonies spread to 20 worlds, each one building diverse societies where multiple species lived in harmony. She trained a new generation of defenders, teaching them that true strength came not from domination but from cooperation, adaptation, and respect. On her 100th birthday, representatives from 30 species gathered to honor her, the small human female who had changed the course of galactic history, not through conquest but through courage, compassion, and the unique human ability to build bridges between different worlds. When asked the secret of human strength, Samantha simply smiled. "It isn't that humans are stronger, faster, or smarter than other species," she explained. "We aren't. We simply never accepted our limitations. We look at the impossible and ask why not. We face the insurmountable and find a way through, or around, or over it. We are born on a world that tried to kill us at every turn, and instead of conquering it, we learned to dance with it. That is the true strength of humanity. Not what we can destroy, but what we can create together." Samantha Lee died peacefully in her sleep at the age of 120, the most respected being in known space. The legacy she left behind was not one of human superiority, but of infinite possibility. Through her actions, she had proven that the greatest strength in the universe was diversity itself. Different minds, bodies, and spirits coming together to create something greater than any could achieve alone. The predator that had roared at her 80 years before had taught the galaxy its most important lesson: physical strength is temporary, but the bonds between different peoples can reshape the stars themselves. Claire Davis created an educational system where young humans, Krex and Mordax, learned together. Each species brought different perspectives and abilities to every challenge. Human children exhibited creativity and determination. Krex youth showed precision and analytical skills, while young Mordax demonstrated incredible patience and environmental awareness. Together, they accomplished things no single species could achieve. Alone, Tamara Wilson led expeditions to explore Vega Prime, mapping uncharted territories and discovering resources that benefited all three species. Her human ability to push through difficult conditions, combined with Mordax's environmental knowledge and Krex technology, created the perfect exploration team. They ventured into regions all three species had previously avoided, discovering wonders none had imagined. 20 years after first contact, a new threat emerged from deep space. A species known as the Vrexen arrived in massive warships demanding surrender. The Vrexen had conquered 12 worlds across 3 star systems, believing themselves the supreme life form in the galaxy. Their biology combined incredible strength with advanced regeneration, making them seemingly unstoppable warriors. Initial diplomatic efforts failed. The Vrexen considered the alliance of 3 weaker species an abomination against natural order. They launched attacks against outlying settlements, testing defenses and sowing fear. Samantha, now commander of the combined defense forces, coordinated resistance, but the Vrexen technology outmatched anything on Vega. Prime Lily discovered a potential weakness. The Vrexen respiratory system was highly specialized for oxygen extraction, making them powerful but vulnerable to certain compounds found in Mordak's defensive secretions. Combined with Krek's chemical technology and human delivery systems, this knowledge offered hope. But someone would need to infiltrate the main Vrexen ship to deploy the compound. Samantha volunteered for the mission. Though now 50 years old, she remained the strongest human on Vega Prime. Her decades of training with both alien species had given her abilities no other human possessed. She could move with Mordak's stealth, resist pain like a Krex, and still summon the raw strength that had made her a legend. With a small team including representatives from all 3 species, Samantha boarded a captured Vrexen shuttle. They used Krek's cloaking technology to approach the massive flagship undetected. Mordax communicated with the smaller lifeforms aboard the Vrexen vessel, creating distractions and gathering intelligence. Human ingenuity allowed them to bypass security systems never designed to stop such a diverse team.